G'day folks, and welcome to another Sydney Torana Club event. Today is Sunday the 19th of July and we're heading down to Kembla Grange to see the Motor Life Auto Museum. Some of the members gathered here on a cold Leo's morning, 7 o'clock for a 7:30 kickoff. We're going to head down the expressway and turn off at the Picton Road, where we're meeting another bunch of STC members gathered at Bowral. And here we are all on the Picton Road, getting ready to head off to Mount Kira for an early morning breakfast before we head down to Kembla Grange and the Motor Life Museum. And joining us for breakfast was the members of the XU1 Club. Quite an impressive displays of LJ and LC Toranas. It was a well-attended event, the breakfast at Mount Kira. Judging by all the Toranas in the car park, it was great. Anyway, we'll head off for breakfast. Got a chance of bacon and eggs or sausages and eggs. They were large servings and pretty good price and an impressive view, so it was a good start to the day. It was definitely a spectacular view looking from the balcony of the restaurant right up north to the southern suburbs of Sydney and Wollongong and further down the coast from there. Looking at the sea, there looked like a lot of coal ships waiting to come here to Port Kembla Steelworks. Okay, time for the club photo before we leave Mount Kira. There we go. There's a few members on this run. We're now going to head down to the Motor Life Museum and convoy down at Kembla Grange. After a short drive down the mountain, it didn't take us long to get here, and with all the members we pretty well filled the car park. Well, get ready folks as we step back in time a few decades, back into the 30s, 40s and 50s for the Motor Life Auto Museum. For a small museum, they had a large selection of vintage cars. Some of the cars were on historic plates, and most of them would start and could be driven. This was a great idea to have this in the museum. It's a caravan, the way it was in the 50s, with all the blues and the greens and the reds in colour. Very modern. All of plywood construction. There we go, the caravan. Towards the back of the display they had a lot of trucks, the old Land Rovers and Dodges, Commas, the old vans. I'm not sure what this car is, but I reckon this one wins Ken's choice of the museum. We're just listening to the guy talk about it, and he said in its heyday it does 130 mile an hour. Awesome beast. It was also interesting to see the cutaway version of the motor that they had with the gearbox, just to see how everything went up and down.
Yes, we got the phone.
This bug-eyed creature won my most interesting award. It's a Messerschmitt. See that barreling down the F3 in peak hour? Over there it looks like the old FX or FJ Holden, and maybe a Maury 1100. It was interesting seeing all the old garage signs on the walls. Some of them are amazing, like Valvoline, Michelin and Dunlop, years old, and they still go. But there's petrol companies like Atlantic here, or Neptune. They've gone by the wayside. Golden Fleece. And here's something that surprised me. This is a Vespa motor scooter with a sidecar. No, they come with a sidecar. The museum also had a few motorbikes, and this is probably the most famous one. It's an Augusta. I thought this was a fun idea, having all the old car radios, the Clarions and the Ferris car radio. I wonder what era they were in. Maybe early 60s, I'd say. Won't sell it. Well folks, that's just about the end of our STC run to the Motor Life Museum at Kembla Grange. It's been a pretty good day. It was an excellent start up at Mount Kira with a big breakfast, and then later on in the morning down to the Motor Life Museum. And we'd also like to thank the XU1 Club for coming along with the run with us. Looked great with the amount of cars that we had. Anyway, until next time folks, I think it's the All Holden Day, so I'll catch you later.